Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's StepsBasic, and welcome to my community show. Like last time, this is going to be just a kind of update thing because I'm still exhausted and still tired, but I did have a bit of a breath of fresh air, and it's kind of funny that like Stray actually did it for me because I've actually finished the game now. I've only got 2 episodes up, and I got 4 episodes for next week, and I'm feeling better. Honestly, it's weird how Stray did it for me. Like I've been playing a lot of first person shooters lately, and that's part of the problem is like even as a kid I wasn't a big fan of first person shooter games. Like I don't hate them, and especially if it's the right type of first person shooter, I can really enjoy myself. Like if it's got a good story, a good structure, good gameplay, I can enjoy it. And so like Borderlands and BioShock are now like 2 of my favorite like brands for first person shooters, but I've been playing so much of them, like between playing every single Borderlands game and BioShock 2 right afterwards. It's just been so exhausting. So Stray was a break, a good break, one that I really needed. So yeah, there was that, and I got my car back, and unfortunately it wasn't cheap. Apparently, I somehow managed to punch a hole through my ABS pump. I have no idea how that happened. I didn't even bother to ask. I was just exhausted. And it took them a good 2 weeks to get the car back to me, but I finally got it back. And I had to apply for a credit card through Pep Boys to get credit for the part. $1,400 limit. But I was able to get a military discount. Unfortunately, today, mere 3 days after getting my car back, my ABS lights turned back on. So I have to take it back in. And hopefully it won't be expensive. But hey, if it's something they did, or if the part went bad immediately, then I don't have to pay anything. So in the end, I came out not dead. I still have money for the month, which is good. Even though the month is ending in a week, it was still a huge relief to finally be able to say, okay, I got my car back. She works great. I'm a little nervous that something else is going to break on her because I definitely can't afford anything else to happen. But for now, we're okay. And that added to a little bit of the stress relief. Like this is the first week of summer so far where we've actually been able to do something, because like the first week I had no money because bills and food and gas and all that fun stuff, and we did have a little fun with the money last month. But then this month it was like the car breaks down, so we have a whole week without a car. The only thing we can really do is go for walks. We can walk to the bowling alley and do a little bowling, and that was fun. And then the next week, she's at her mom's house. So like this week we can finally do things together. And I'm like, oh my God, finally. So I'm getting a little breath of fresh air. So I have to say, compared to the last community show video I made, I am feeling better. I'm still tired and worn out and stressed, but it is what it is. It's life. And we just got to keep rolling, keep moving, keep being ourselves and being who we are and doing whatever we can to make life work, because that's life. So what am I doing now? What am I going here? Well, I have been feeling unchallenged artistically lately, and it's an unfortunate feeling when you know yourself to be artistic in numerous ways, including writing and art, drawing, expressing yourself in certain ways, and editing kind of satisfies that. But honestly, with a lot of the stuff I've been doing, it hasn't really been much in the way of like full on editing. So it's like I just mostly just clip things together and cut out unnecessary parts and add in some funny captionings every now and again. But like for the most part, it hasn't been much in the way of enthusing, So I've been thinking about other ways I can express myself artistically. And honestly, I've been watching Robin Pixel Pit do some crafting things and like the project she's done has just been impressive, and and it really makes me want to go back and do the things that I used to do. Like I made me and Kiddo, we made a couple of structures out of popsicle sticks, and they were cool, and it was a fun project. It was a great time. We enjoyed ourselves, and I kind of just want to get back to that, do that sort of stuff again. On top of it, I've been looking at doing some spray painting, learning how to do spray painting art on canvas and seeing how well I can make that work. I've been following people on TikTok who do spray painting art, and I wanted to see if I could do that sort of stuff. It doesn't look overly complicated. It looks like one of those that's easy to learn and hard to master sort of situations. And I have a decent artistic mind, and I can occasionally put my thoughts onto a canvas or onto a paper in the form of a picture. I'm not the best at it, but I'm not the worst. So, I figured, hey, it'd be something to try. It'll be a fun thing to try. So, yeah, there's that. I know I said that I was going to be powering through the entirety of Joffrey versus Demon Souls, and honestly, I was. I got one video edited, or I got one video, recorded, and I was going to edit it, but then Stray came out. And yeah, when Stray came out, I was like, well, I guess I'm taking a break. I'm going to be doing Stray now. And luckily it was a short game. And I'm going to be doing a review for Stray next week. And also I'm probably going to be doing a bonus community show, because Digital Extremes released something called Soul Frame. And I wanted to release it. I wanted to react to it, but I wanted to kind of do it for y'all, do a fresh look at it instead of like go back and watch it go back and watch it and then record a reaction to it. I figured I'd do a fresh reaction to it. It'll be fun. It'll be great. It'll be nice. It'll be awesome. Because, I love Digital Extremes. I love Warframe. And it'll be great to see what they plan to do next. Apart from that, I actually got a job. I wanted to make an announcement about this, but a while back, but then I was like, I should probably put it off a little bit. Wait till we see how it works out, because it's doing research, and I'm good at research, and it's fun research. It's research for another YouTuber. I think I've talked about them on my channel before, but Kitetails and Flex, they do fun videos. They do a podcast like show where they talk about pop culture stuff, and the young lady Kitetails has her own channel as well, Socializing Smartly, and they do she does videos over there regarding how to improve your social skills, and it's been fun. But she hired me on, so to speak, to research things, and in this case it's Norse mythology in relation to the God of War games, and it's been a lot of fun. Like, I already got one part of it done, and I'm going to be working on more parts of it. Like, I was looking at it, like, there is so much potential here to do very many videos on it. So yeah, I'm going to help her out by giving her like bullet points and outlines and stuff in as far as research are concerned. And yeah, new job. Who dis? Apart from that, I don't really have a whole lot of announcements regarding anything else. I'm going to try to have at least a video up every day this week. Like I said, I have 4 episodes of Stray that are going to go up, and then Friday I can put up Joffrey's Demon Souls episode 1. That'll be fun. And if anything happens in the meantime, hopefully I'll be able to get some more videos than just the one a day thing, which I'm not supposed to do. Although I am looking at having a pretty busy week, because like I said, we finally have a chance to do stuff. And I kind of want to get out of the house and do stuff. So there's that. But anyway, apart from all that, I want to thank y'all for your continued support. I know I'm not really at all what one would call a successful YouTuber. I'm very small time, like incredibly small time, like even to the point where I don't see views on the regular. It's nice when I get them, but honestly, I don't expect views anymore. I don't know. I'm going through a very depressive point right now, and it always happens. Like, I always do this. and looking at my numbers and whatnot, seeing minimal growth at best and no growth at usual, and views are tanking and views are non-existent. Like most of the views are like, you got a one view and then 6 seconds in they log off, and I'm like, okay, I guess I just not impressive. And I kind of understand that. I mean, who am I, honestly? I'm me. I can't really expect other people to be like totally into my style, as it were, because I'm not energetic, I'm not quirky in any way, I'm just me. But for those of you who do still kind of watch my stuff, I'm glad you do, and I thank you for it. And I'm going to keep going. I'm not talking about ending it or anything, but like, I'm going to keep going making videos, because at the very least it is somewhat of a creative outlook. And I've been thinking about trying to figure out what I can do to branch out. Like, if I want to see any growth on any of my channels, I might have to actually start thinking about moving away from video game stuff. As much as I don't like that idea, because I really like playing video games, and honestly the whole reason I started this channel was so I'd have an excuse to play video games, because I didn't have one before. And it was like I went through so much time of just not, because I don't want to take time away from time I spend with my daughter, and that's important. That's the most important thing to me. But I gotta start thinking about, like, if I want to actually see success, then I may have to think about moving away from video games, or at least going for a completely different style. Avoiding the let's play idea of playing through an entire series and just doing goofy one-off things or something like that. Even though I don't like, I love watching that play style, that video style. I don't like playing that play style, because, well, if I start something, I want to finish it. So there's no like goofing off and just like not really planning on finishing anything. On the other hand, I could start looking at trending things and start focusing. Like, I watched this Roberto Blake fella on the YouTube, and one of his biggest recommendations is to niche down, i.e., I don't really have a specific genre or anything that I play. So maybe I should start looking into like going specific, instead of doing just whatever pops on my radar, just like actually focusing on one specific genre, like maybe old school games or Final Fantasy, or heck, Warframe. I mean, that's what I owe a large amount of my success to. If I focus more on digital extreme stuff, then maybe I might actually start seeing more growth again. And don't get me wrong, I'm not dismissing, like, I'm not in any way like downplaying how much I appreciate the views and stuff that I've got. I have, and I am going to keep enjoying that, because it's nice to see that at least 554 people have watched my videos and said, this guy's pretty cool, and click the subscribe button. But at the end of the day, if I want to treat it as a job, I want it to be a job, I should probably focus on making it a job. I'm just spitballing, I'm not even really making any sort of like determination at the moment, but I am thinking. I want you to know that the thoughts are in there, and I have big plans for other things in the future. One thing I might end up doing is, well, I'm not going to say that because I've said that so many times, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm just going to try to figure out what else I want to do and how I want to formulate and condense and recreate what I do, But anyway, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you all so much for joining me for this episode of The Community Show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please go and poke that like button for me. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, as always, you're more than welcome to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. When I can, if I can, all that jazz. And tune in next time as we talk about another topic at another time. And until then, good night.